Hey everyone, just wanted to come on here for a little bit and talk about the whole Ryan Upchurch situation that has been happening for the last few months. But I mostly want to talk about the whole Savannah Dexter and Katie Noel situation regarding Ryan. I had made a video about the whole thing and, the whole DOOIN WAPPIN and the whole, smear campaign on Ryan, alleged smear campaign on Ryan. And I was about done with the video, and I broke my phone and I didn't have it backed up by anything, so yeah, I don't feel like revisiting that whole thing. Like, in a nutshell, just kind of break down my thoughts on that, but, I don't want to take too much time on that. Anyways, in that video, I basically just said, Ryan didn't really expose anything by sharing those secret videos of Jelly and Struggle and Adam, but he didn't expose any, like, it was a nothing burger. He didn't really expose anything but them being good friends. I don't understand the whole, gotcha moment behind it at all. Because if anybody had been paying attention to him for the last few years, he had been kind of slowly but surely isolating himself and, he'd sneak diss them here and there, and, the whole dating Struggle's daughter thing, I'm sure didn't make Struggle happy. I don't know. Maybe he totally supported it. I don't know. I remember there were some screenshots circulating around where he was, like, responding to somebody, and he said, like, she's an adult. I can't make her do anything. And Brianna actually took those comments off of her IG, so I don't know. I just kind of feel like that could be part of the reason why we're here, because I think that's fucking weird that, you're friends with somebody and then you just start dating their daughter. Yeah, weird. Because if you pay attention to the timeline, him and Brianna were working on that last song they did together, and then he started dating her shortly after the time that he recorded them. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. But yeah, he slowly but surely pushed himself away from his friend group or his business associate group or whatever, he wants to call it. And now we're here, where he's like, telling everybody like, oh, I told you so, I told y'all this was going to happen, when really he took the steps to make it happen. It didn't happen organically. People didn't just stop being his friend or, start speaking out on the issues they had with him because there's some secret smear campaign behind the scenes. And I say all that to say this. He has his following, Creek Squad, believing the absolute most.
And I've said before, I'm not their fucking friends. That takes that part away. So what's the next thing? The next thing the industry and its stupid ass minions do is they'll assume they can write you a check, or they can promise you you can make more money doing this, or they'll promise you a position where you can make more money. Well, if you're like me and you're not interested in money that way, and you tell these motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck how much I'm worth, like I've done a bunch of times, well, then that eliminates that, right? So what's the last thing they can do? Be your enemy. It's no secret that they've tried to organize enemies against me with some bullshit like Diesel Gang and fucking Nicole Arbor, a few other of these goofy fucks. Didn't work.
So we're supposed to believe that Ryan is so important that the mainstream music industry is going to contract out to, like, independent artists or women that fall into that lane to try to have personal issues with him and mess up his life. Like, I don't know. I just doesn't sound realistic. I've seen people saying some really wild stuff. Like, the mainstream needs Ryan because of his credibility, and the mainstream needs Ryan because of his music. It's better than everybody else's, and they all want to be him, and blah, blah, blah. All the influence he has over the mainstream, I guess they're all stealing his style or something. I don't know. Listen, I'm not trying to take anything away from the guy. He's a very talented artist, and he did it all on his own. He built it from the ground up. No one can take that away from him. But Ryan has his following believing all of this.
It's honestly kind of crazy how Upchurch has influenced the mainstream without them ever mentioning his name. They won't mention his name. They won't mention what he's done. But the amount of influence he has had on the mainstream is actually kind of crazy when you really look at it. Because they are all after, every single one of these, every music artist out there wants the kind of fan base he has, wants the kind of fan base that is as engaged as his fan base is. I mean, I really don't think there's another fan base like Creek Squad on the planet. It's crazy how engaged they are, but it's not like people will say it's cultic, but it's actually crazy that it's really not. Like, Creek Squad disagrees about a lot. There's a lot of differences of opinions. Even about Upchurch and his music and all that stuff, like, you know, people disagree with each other all the time. But it's like, it is like a family and so unbelievably engaged.
By the way, they don't find anything in the lake or any evidence of any fucking party at all. Then, on the 10th, the press conference.
And people can say whatever they want. I think that the industry used this case right here to try to cancel this man. That's what I honestly believe. I don't care what anybody else believes. I really don't care. You got artists that's hanging out with mainstream artists that signed, that have connections to the industry. And I'm telling you, they knew they thought they had a winner anyway. They thought they had a winner with this. But see, Ryan's got such a strong fan base, and people that really listen to this man knows he didn't say nothing bad.
Jokes about him. They're going to retaliate.
I always wondered but this is my thing, okay, so I need my whiteboard for this. I don't know if I have a dry erase marker in here. I got a piece of paper. No, I don't. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I do. I got a piece of paper here. Look, if we got mainstream as a whole, right, and they're not going to send people. I don't need a dry erase marker. I don't need it, babe. They're not going to send their people at Ryan. They're going to find a smaller area of music, like the independent lane, and folks that maybe one day want to come over into their area of music, and they're going to fire them off at Ryan. That's what I've always believed. I think majority of these people that come after Ryan have ties to the mainstream. They might not be mainstream, but I think a lot of these dudes have ties to the mainstream, or they would someday like to be a part of the mainstream. That's just my opinion, though. That's the ones I feel like are sent to kind of destroy his credibility, and they destroy Ryan's credibility, and then over time, once they have kind of earned their keep, it's like a rite of passage, if that makes sense.
No, that really doesn't make any sense at all. I really feel like there is like a warped sense of how famous Ryan really is, maybe? I don't know. Because Ryan does put it out there that he's like mega world famous, kind of maybe more famous than he is. And, you know, we're way down here, we're slobs, and we're poor people, and he's rich, blah, blah, blah.
Sad, dude. Tell Ryan what? You can't tell me nothing, motherfucker. Only people can tell me something are fucking sitting in here. I ain't calling Tony, motherfucker. I'm famous. What are you talking about? I'm not calling Tony.
I'm going off what I heard on your 18-minute video. And for everybody in the comments, say sorry, fuck you, I ain't saying sorry. I respect you guys. Ain't for nobody. I'm fucking Upchurch, so you can kiss my ass. This is what it is.
Some people say that he's like, you know, he's just a regular guy, you know, he doesn't care about Rich. This isn't about him being famous. Well, he came into Queen Bee's live stream, the one he paneled on, and was calling us slobs and heifers and all kinds. Just, for one, incapable of having an adult discussion. And number two, he kept talking about how rich he was and how, you know, sue me, I don't care. I'm Ryan Upchurch. Biggest independent artist in the world. That does kind of make me wonder who the biggest independent artist in the world is, though. Anyways, I wanted to get on to the whole situation with Savannah Dexter and Katie Noel, but I felt like I needed to say all the things I said and play all the clips I played to speak to the whole situation. Anyways, in the last few days, I've seen some creators speaking up on the Savannah and Katie thing and the whole, you know, essay allegations. And YouTube doesn't let us say certain words on the platform or they will strike you or demonetize you. But I'm going to say R for the one word and essay for the other term because in this situation, it does matter. I follow a handful of creators that are Creek Squad, and the ones I do follow, I feel like they seem like really nice people. They seem likable, and, you know, some of them are entertaining, and I enjoy watching their channels, even though I don't agree on, you know, most of what they speak on. Like Uncle Will, Ashley Stotts, Ambro, even Captain Kurt. I like to kind of clown on him sometimes, but it's all in good fun. I also watch a creator by the name of Colby Myer, and the other day he put out a video regarding the whole situation, and the other creator I like to watch, Ambro, reacted to it, so I wanted to play a clip from that.
I mean, Katie sat down in front of the camera, in front of the 55 fucking cameras and gave a weird speech and then said, hey, that boy did not sexual assault me. And then Savannah's going to be like, no, she never said that. Show me the proof. Well, that's because the video's gone because she deleted it because it ruined her fucking career. Doesn't
Actually, when I get done, I'll show you the video because it's still on YouTube. People screen recorded it. Reactors reacted to it. Although reactors were really not happy with that because it was an hour-long MBC special. It's literally like we were sitting down with the news. A camera about 10 feet back from Katie and Kiefer, and it was more than one camera. You got a head-on shot of them. You got a shot from the side of them. Like, it was insane what happened. Church come to YouTube, and his video was 12 to 13 minutes long, and then days later, like 4 fucking days later, she does an hour-long NBC special. It was like 56, 57 some minutes. Literally minutes shy of an hour. In fact, I know that he don't live there no more, but Ripta even did a video on it. He only let the video play for seconds, stopped it, and then proceeded to tell us everything. That video is still out there. She only said that because she thinks it got deleted. That's the thing about the fucking internet. Once you delete it, it don't matter. It's already fucking out there. The internet is unforgiving.
So this is that proof that Creek Squad's always talking about, where she said it herself, he didn't do anything to her. And that's the thing. She never, ever, ever claimed that he R-worded her. And that's what she's clarifying in that video. So this is proof of nothing. This is not proof of her admitting to lying, quote unquote. The other rumor that circulates around is that she admitted face to face to Johnny Cashville that her and her mom set this whole thing up.
Now, Johnny Cashville told me that
He's a liar. He's a fat liar.
Johnny Cashville just said 2 seconds. He was like, oh, and then he got on the phone, and then he was like, oh, never mind, I think I'm wrong.
He's a fat liar.
He smells. He smells bad.
he told me that Katie came to him personally and said that she lied to him.
Yep.
Yeah, that's already been debunked.
Watch this, because he texted Gator a fucking paragraph and called him 5 times while we were at dinner. Oh, I'm like this. She said it to my face. She's like, so I texted her because we were already talking, and she's like, I've never met that dude in person. And then you know what she does?
Bro,
she sends me a fucking
crazy.
She sends me a fucking screen recording of this dude in her DMs for 2 fucking years, and it goes back further than what she said.
Chill out, bro.
With her barely responding,
and him simping to her, like, if you're an guy, right? Why would you be in her comments like, let's do this and like all on her side and shit? That doesn't make any sense. It's almost as if
it's crazy. He commented under my video. She told me that's true. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. She also just sent me a screen recording of you standing in her DMs, and then he started blowing up Gator's phone. Phone call after phone call after phone call.
Fucking liar. Anyone who listens to anything that dude says is dumb.
Yeah.
Not you, Triple.
Not that. Yeah.
You're not dumb. He's just a liar.
That's just what he told you.
Anyone who believes him, he's just a liar.
And as far as her ex-manager goes, I just can't take what that guy says very seriously, because he seems to have something bad to say about everybody except for Upchurch. And plus he has no proof. Besides all that, Upchurch admitted to exactly what she claimed he did, along with saying that bad things can only happen to you in alleyways, not in bed with your boyfriend.
There's people out here who really fucking have this shit happen to them. That are really traumatized. This is happening on Friday and Saturday nights at 2 o'clock in the morning in a fucking alley where bad shit actually happens. Not in your fucking bed with your boyfriend that you ain't seen in a fucking week. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Before we go to bed, let me put up this plexiglass wall between us, so nothing bad happens. I didn't even want to make this video.
You know why? Because I wanted the fucking best for you. I wanted you to grow and be great and become a great, respected singer, rapper, whatever the fuck it is you want to do. I just told you yesterday. I told you yesterday when you were talking to me about personal stuff. I'm not going to share that information with everybody else because it ain't their business. But this is because you're commenting about it and saying, oh, well, if you knew what just happened to me.
See, and right there, Ryan acknowledged that she had come to him prior to this incident, talking to him about her personal issues and what she was going through. And he says, you know, I'm not going to talk about that because that's not anybody's business, but this is because she was commenting about hey boy, hey girl getting taken down. And then he goes on to talk about 1,000 other reasons why it was okay for him to touch her while he was sleeping, while he wasn't sleeping, while he was half asleep or whatever. If he would have went ahead and told everyone what she had told him prior to the incident about her personal issues, then people would have been like, wait a minute. Like, I don't think as many people would have bought into it. See, the video was done a certain way on purpose. And the videos are still up. You just have to go look for them. There's one channel that has all of the videos compiled. It has Hey Boy, Hey Girl song on it, and then it has his video and then her video after it. I'll link it in the description. And Colby Myer said that he predicts that Katie and Savannah are gonna, you know, do a collab together, and I don't know why he's predicting the predictable. I think it's even already been said that they're gonna do that, but anyway, it honestly just boils down to people not being afraid to call him out anymore. People aren't afraid to disagree with him anymore either. And I think there's this onslaught of people speaking out against him because they were afraid for so long to do it, so they're all kind of doing it now. And as far as people going after Katie without vetting the situation when it first happened, I feel like they did it either to support Ryan and just believed him right off the bat, or to get views, or both. And I imagine this scared the crap out of Katie. He even said that she cried to him about, your supporters are going to tear me up. So I really doubt she was trying to get clout by calling him out and doing this. She knew she was going to get torn to shreds if she ever left him or disagreed with him. And honestly, she could have really cashed out if she would have stuck around. But she didn't. And even some of Creek Squad admit that Katie did have a good following, a solid following, and made her own money prior to Ryan coming around.
Also trying to revive Katie's career. Katie had numbers. Katie was doing well when she was before Ryan and when she was with Ryan. Whenever she falsely accused him of some fuck shit, her numbers plummeted.
Anyhow, as far as Savannah goes, she apologized to Katie. She apologized to her following. She, you know, admits that it launched her career. I don't know. I think it takes a lot of guts for her to apologize and take back what she said and did. Not forgetting to mention that y'all loved her to pieces when she dropped Raise Hell and was going after Katie. She was country enough for y'all back then. Anyways, like I said, I'm not trying to take anything away from the man. He is a very successful independent artist. He's done very well for himself, and he really does know how to work the internet and acquire a following. Do I think he's a horrible person? No, I don't. I think that he is spoiled and entitled and is used to getting what he wants and is not used to hearing the word no. I don't think he was always this way. I think he became this way over time because of different reasons. Anyways, I might make another video about this. I'm not sure. Kind of more a condensed version of the whole Katie Noel situation with him, but I don't know. Anyway, I hope y'all liked the video. Love y'all.